Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well this morning. We'll get started as soon as courtroom two is with us. Good morning, Ms. Dawn.
Your Honor, I'm here by myself.
Okay, Mr. Dodd, good morning.
Morning,
Good
Your Honor.
morning. Good morning, Ms. Falk. All right, so we'll be in recess until the inmates join us.
Ms. Falk, I sent you two emails on two different cases. I just want to give you the heads up.
I have responded to both.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Good morning, courtroom two. Just let me know where you'd like to start this morning.
We start with Mr. Creasy, Judge.
Your Honor, that's position number 9. And Judge, I had requested a bond hearing. He does not have a bond for whatever reason. I think this, it's a little bit unclear. It may have started as a felony, but he's been in. I'm just requesting for a bond, Judge.
Right. And PD Haddad, that was the email I sent you. I believe he was a felony transfer, and that's why he came down here with no bond.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Creasy. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. You have been charged in case 25 CR 005416E with battery family violence, simple battery family violence, and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Do we have anyone on from pretrial this morning? Ms. Falk, do you have the history for me possibly?
I do, Your Honor. Let's see. The defendant has 3 cycles. He was arrested in 2024 in Fairburn for family violence battery. Cycle number 2 is an arrest from MARTA Police Department for possession of a Schedule 4 controlled substance, possession of a firearm. And then arrest number 3 is this arrest. As far as the dispositions on his other 2 pending cases, just take a moment. So he is currently in custody on the 24 CR case for 2 counts of family violence battery. He was it looks like he received a bond on that case and was set for the jury trial calendar on September 9th. He was given a $3,000 surety bond, and that bond was ordered on November 1st of 2024. That was with Judge Law gave that bond. It was a $3,000 surety bond. No further contact with Zakaria Hood and BH, as well as stay away from 1099 Shadow Glen Drive in Fairburn. On his other case, that was is currently unindicted under 24 PI 008004. That case, he has received according to the bond order, he received a $22,000 surety bond on that case, and with a stay away from 641 West Peachtree Northwest in Atlanta, no drugs without a lawful prescription, and no firearms. So that's the status of his other two cases. On this case, Your Honor, let's see. It looks like this incident happened on September 5th of 2025. The officers arrived at that location and they spoke with this is the incident where the defendant had placed Miss Xavier Bolton had called for help. There was a radio for help on this. She had been the mother of the victim, Xavier Bolton, stated that the defendant had her 17-year-old daughter trapped in his house. Officers went to that location to try to make contact with Miss Bolton. They met with the defendant, who was at the door. The defendant denied that the victim was inside the house. The officers continued to remain concerned that someone in the house needed assistance, and the victim's mother continued to call 911, telling them her daughter was on FaceTime and stated she was hiding in a closet in the apartment. The officers then detained the defendant, who was attempting to then leave that location. They did a sweep house.
No, I see you there. Please do not interrupt. I understand that you want to speak, and I'll give you that opportunity, but we don't interrupt people in this court. So I know that you're with me. I saw your communication earlier, and I will sound for you at the appropriate time. Continue, Ms. Falk. I apologize.
Thank you, Your Honor. They did a sweep of the home and observed blood on the floor in one of the bedrooms and blood on the mattress in another bedroom. In the room with the mattress that had the blood on it, they opened the closet door and found Miss Xavier Bolton inside the closet crying with a cut and blood under her eye. At that point, Grady was called to assist Miss Bolton. And Miss Bolton's mother then arrived on the scene and showed the officers a picture of Miss Bolton that she had sent while she was hiding inside the closet, which showed her face cut and bleeding. She also provided evidence of her contact with the defendant after the incident, which indicated that the defendant was in fact the person who was the aggressor in this situation. Miss Bolton refused to answer any questions from the police and stated she did not want the defendant to go to jail. And the mother of Miss Bolton stated that her daughter and the defendant had been living together for over a month, which was the basis of the family violence element of this offense. We will say that this defendant already has two bonds currently, one from November 1st of 2024, which was a $3,000 surety bond, and one from felony, which was a $22,000 surety bond. That was all within the last, in this past year. He has had now two bonds. So this would be his third one. I will state the defendant is currently, let me see, I just need to check one thing, Your Honor. It looks like the defendant is being held only on this charge with no bond. He has been in custody 11 days. I will say this defendant did have And I do recall this case. This defendant was brought before the court at SAP to address that he did have open charges and that he would be going to potentially going to the DA's office as a felony. However, the DA's office did not accept the case, but this is not a Riverside issue as his rights were preserved when he went before the court at SAP and was advised of his charges. For that reason, we are asking for a $5,000 cash bond. Given the severity of this case, given the fact that the defendant refused to allow police in the home and literally lied to them and told them there was no one inside the home when in fact Miss Xavier was inside the home hiding from him in a closet and begging her mother for help. We feel that this is a very severe case of abuse and we are very concerned for her safety. We would like to sound from Miss Xavier Bowden at this time, and that's all for the state.
And tell me okay, thank you, Ms. Falk. Ms. Bolton, now if you would like to address the court, now is your opportunity to do so. I need for you to activate your camera for me.
My camera.
Go ahead.
My camera's a little cracked. That's why it's a little blurry. But
Okay, hold on, Ms. Bolton. I need for you to raise your right hand for me. I believe it's the other hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. What would you like to tell the court, Ms. Bolton?
I was not in the closet hiding from Jalen. I was in the closet hiding because it was a lot of officers and I have anxiety, like a really severe anxiety. And they were all yelling at me and they were like, they weren't asking me questions pertaining anything. They were just yelling at me. And one of the officers were hitting that I was retarded. And it was never about hiding from Jalen. And I wasn't on the phone with my mother scared of Jalen. I was on the phone with my mother scared of the officer because, like I said, he was implying that I was retarded and I was 14 and didn't know anything. All because I said I wouldn't like to answer any questions until my mother get here. So he kept implying that I was special needs.
Okay, I've been told that you were bleeding from the face. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And how did you get those injuries?
I got that from the banister on the stairs. I hit my face on the edge of the banister on the stairs. It wasn't from a fight or anything like that. The blood was on the mattress because I laid on the mattress, not because while I was waiting for the ambulance, not because we were running around the house or whatever it was alleged.
How did you hit your head on the banister?
I had fell down the stairs. The floor, the apartment, it has a leak. It has really bad like leakage. So water comes like in really bad places. The apartment's moldy and other things. So like water just randomly leaks in random places. And the stairs were slippery right at the top where the officers was. They can say that the floor was wet up there and I had fell. And my mother's right here to speak for whatever they allege that she said.
Questions, Ms. Falk?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Well, Ms. Bolton, thank you. I appreciate you being here this morning, ma'am.
Well, Lieutenant,
Okay.
yeah, I didn't call him. I was at work.
Okay, hold on. Now tell me your name.
My name is Siobhan Johnson. I'm her mother.
Okay, Ms. Johnson, if you raise your right hand for me, do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Were you the one who called the police?
No, I was called. They said that my daughter was hurt. She tried to get help. So they kept communicating back and forth with me. But I told them I didn't know what happened because I was at work the whole time. So I had to leave my job because they told me I had to leave and come get her. So I don't know where I come in at with all of this stuff. I did show them my phone when I got there, but it wasn't showing that he was the aggressor. He was just saying that I didn't have to waste my money on ordering an Uber for my daughter. There was no messages saying that he was an aggressor in any of it.
All right, well, we'll be able to work that out down the line. Thank you for being here, man. Yes, Mr. Dodd.
Your Honor, first of all, just a little background. My son is 18 years of age. Reports to me that he's currently enrolled at Atlanta Area Tech to get his GED. He can live with his mother. She lives in Smyrna, Judge. The first incident, Judge, involves his half siblings. So it's not it does fall under the family violence, but just want to point out it's not a relationship type of intimate relationship, unlike this case. My bigger concern, Judge, is that he's been in custody. He was arrested September 6th. Initially, he was not brought to SEA because the plan was to upgrade it to the felony court. That never happened, actually, as in I don't believe the DA's office ever picked it up. Ms. Fox says, and I'm not disputing that portion, that he was brought at SAP to be informed of either that he's going to get a bond or that it's going to be going to the DA's office. I'm not really sure what exactly happened, but the problem is that he's been sitting for 10 days on a misdemeanor with no bond. So he's entitled to a bond. I would ask a regular bond, Judge. Whether Riverside applies or not, that I'm not going to here to argue it, but I do not believe a $5,000 cash only bond under these circumstances, based on what we've heard from the alleged victim and the other witness. So I would just ask for a straight regular bond, Judge.
And Your Honor, just to jog everyone's memory, because I had to go back through my notes, this case was brought before Your Honor on September 9th, which was Tuesday, at 10 a.m. to inform him that he would be going potentially to felony first appearance the following day. This is the one that I put on the record that there is not a Riverside issue under 16-724, as it only requires the defendant be brought to the court within 72 hours, which this was within 72 hours of his arrest, and notified of their commitment hearing. This was also upheld in Tidwell v. Paxton, which was a 282 Georgia 641 case from 2007. So I just wanted to remind Your Honor of the circumstances of how this case got to this point.
And I understand, and to be quite honest, this has been on my mind since that happened, because of this, the potential of this situation happening here, where this young man has been in custody without a bond and is still a misdemeanor. So I'm not sure what everybody else is going to do regarding these, but anytime someone's brought before me from an SEA calendar or an SAP or an SAP calendar, and they don't have a bond and it's only a misdemeanor, I'm going to be granting them a bond then and there, so that this doesn't happen again.
I understand, Your Honor.
That's been on my mind since it happened. We didn't have any objections at the time from the public defender. Maybe that's because they didn't represent them at the time or whatever, but I allowed it. And going forward, I will be giving them a bond, just so everybody's clear on that.
Yes, Your Honor.
As for today, for the battery, it will be a $3,000 good bond. For each of the other charges will be a $1,000 good bond. Makes for a total of a $5,000 good bond. No further contact with Ms. Bolton. Stay away from her residential address. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond.
Thank you, Judge.
And good luck to you, sir.
We can go to position 16, Mr. Head.
I'm sorry, good morning, court. Will we be handling Ms. Fields' case today?
Your Honor, Miss Fields is, and Petey Haddad, if I could grab you for a second as well.
Yeah, I'm without going into details, I'd be happy to do whatever.
Okay, yeah, I didn't want to get into any details on the YouTube, but Your Honor, I will just let you know the jail has asked me to address Miss Rashonda Fields, who is going to first appearance tomorrow. The jail has asked that we address that today at the end of the SAP calendar. I am trying to get in contact with the victim just really quickly. So the courtroom too, I'm trying to reach out to the victim to get the victim's input in accordance to Marcy's law, but I'm more than happy to address it this morning.
Judge, I just need a few minutes to speak to.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you,
We'll
Mr.
work it out, and just let me know when it's worked out, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Fine with the court. And I see that we have Madam Interpreter on the line, so if you all, if we need Madam Interpreter and we can address her sooner than later, the court would appreciate it.
Good morning, Your Honor. Thank you.
Good morning. We'll be with you.
Hey.
Okay, anyone that we can take now?
We can take.
Good morning.
Francois, good morning.
Hope you're doing well. I have all of my positions are over here at ACDC are assigned to Mr. Haddad. So whenever he's available, then start here at ACDC.
Okay,
I do have one notice that it's going to be a reset. Position number 31. It's going to be a reset.
until September 23rd, I have.
Yes.
Okay,
And also position number 41 through 44 is also a reset competency. Spencer.
okay. Ms. Strong, what competency calendar can we put position 41 through 44, Ms. Spencer on?
It can be next Thursday, Judge, the 25th.
Okay, 9/25, thank you.
And what position? I'm sorry, which one was this for?
This was for Spence,
Spencer.
20,
Spencer here.
yeah, Spencer,
Spencer,
41.
okay. Thank you.
And I apologize, Ms. Strong. I totally missed the date that you just gave.
Next Thursday, the 25th.
Thank you.
And Ms. Strong, Ms. Spencer is positions 41 through 44.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, who do we have next?
Position 5 and 6, Mr. Bronson.
That's Mr. Haddad's case. I don't see him in the courtroom. I do have
I need to
at
speak.
8.
I need to-
Yes, Mr. Go ahead, Mr. Haddad.
I'm sorry, on Brunson, I still need to speak to Brunson.
Okay, we'll give you that opportunity. Go ahead and do what you need to do. Francois, I see that that position number 33 is being handled by Mr. Dodas. Is that person at ACDC?
And that's
Yes.
Tion Robinson, Judge.
Yes. Thank you, Judge.
Okay,
Where's Sauber? Sauber.
Yeah, that's position 33, Robinson. Thank you.
okay, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Dodas. This is
Good morning,
going,
Judge.
this is going to be a negotiated plea, is that right?
Yes, Judge, I worked something out with ASG Hudoc, and we sent it back to SAP so that we could resolve without her waiting until the end of September.
Okay, very good. Good morning, Ms. Robinson. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Will you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Speak up a little bit for me or scooch up.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. You can place your hand down. Good morning, Ms. Evans Battle.
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, we have in this particular case a plea. We're asking that count 1 in the accusation be amended to disorderly conduct. 12 months, served 66 days. Credit for time served 33 days from August 15th of 2025 until today. No further contact with Mecca Allah. We will be asking to submit a no pros for this count 2, which is a simple battery. And the address that we're asking that she stay away from is 44571 Sahara Drive, Southwest in Atlanta. We're asking restitution be held open for 30 days. And we are also, we would also ask that the defendant stipulate to venue identity and the facts as set out in the accusation.
And I do see that Ms. Allah is on the line. Ms. Mecca, if you would like to address the court, now is your opportunity. You certainly do not have to, but if you would like to, I will need for you to activate your camera and unmute yourself. Does not appear that, oh, there we go. Yes, if you would like to address the court, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, yes. What would you like to tell the court?
That's not the correct address that you have.
Okay,
That was the address at the time of the incident.
You said 44.
Yes,
It's 45.
Right. And I have that on the plea paperwork, Judge.
right. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
all right. Anything further?
No, not really.
Okay, thank you for being here. Yes, Mr. Dotis.
Thank you, Judge. We do stipulate to the factual basis, venue, and ID for the purpose of the modified agreement to the one count of disorderly conduct. As stated, after reviewing the discovery with Ms. Hudock, we felt that this was an appropriate resolution. I will also note that in discussing it, we did not mention restitution or anything like that. That wasn't what we agreed to. So any restitution, I think Ms. Allah has other means to get that, to look into that on the civil side of things, Judge. I have the paperwork ready to go. I've gone over it with Ms. Robinson. I'll email it over. We just asked the court to accept this negotiated plea.
Okay. And this, have you all discussed, what is this restitution allegedly for?
It would be damage to a door that was kicked at the time. That is in the recommendation that I sent over.
And again, Judge, based on what myself and Ms. Hudock saw in the body-worn camera footage, we did not come to an agreement regarding restitution. The agreement that we agreed to on September 9th before sending this back to SAP was silent to restitution because of the concerns we saw in the body cam footage.
Well, since we have Ms. Allah here and she's under oath, ma'am, did you have some damage to your door that you have gotten repaired? You can just answer unmute yourself there for me.
Yes.
Have you gotten it repaired?
No.
Okay. And
This was never even told to me about any type of restitution. That was never told to me. And I've never even talked to him.
Okay. So you haven't asked for any restitution?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you. I appreciate you being here, as I said. Mr. Dotis, since there does not appear to be, and this happened back in August, any restitution that's confirmed this morning, and given that your negotiations didn't include that to begin with, I will not order restitution. If there is restitution to be had, it can be had on the civil end. Anything further before I take the plea?
Nothing further, Judge. I'll make sure I CC everyone with that when I send the paperwork.
Okay. Ms. Robinson, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 004832D, you wish to plead guilty to disorderly conduct. Is that correct? Okay, you don't have to keep your hand up. You can put your hand down, ma'am. Right. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation? You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Ms. Robinson. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
And Judge, that concludes my business. If I may be excused, and I'll send that paperwork.
Yes, Mr. Dotis. Good to see you as always. Have a good day.
Likewise, Judge. Thank you.
And Judge, before we proceed, Ms. Evans Battle, can you please make sure you file that charge to amend it, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Your position 32, Mr. Ransom.
I'm sorry, before we go, this was a balance suspended, correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
And Ms. Tucker, you with me? Tucker, this is Mr. Ransom. It's going to be a negotiated plea. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And good morning, Mr. Ransom. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Yes, Ms. Evans Battle.
Yes, Your Honor. We are asking that count one on the accusation be reduced to a simple battery with time served. He has done 200, we're asking for 210 days. He has completed 210 days. And that's why we're asking for a time served. He's been in on this charge since February the 19th of 2025. As to count two, we're asking for 12 months consecutive to count one. Balance suspended, no further contact with Abram Bowden. We did ask for a stay away from 815 Bolton Place Northwest. It's my understanding that Mr. Bowden doesn't live there any longer. We're also asking that he have no firearms in his possession. That would be our ask. We would also ask that he stipulate to venue identity and the facts as outlined in the accusation. Thank you.
Tucker?
We do so stipulate, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Ransom, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 003363G, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery, family violence, and giving false information to law enforcement officer. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank
you. Ms. Strong?
Okay, I apologize. Can Ms. Evans Battle go through the count two again, please?
Yes, for count two is 12 months consecutive to count one. Balance suspended. No further contact with Abram Bowden. The address of the incident is 815 Bolton Place Northwest, that he possessed no firearms.
I think the question is, if balance is
About the times.
suspended, if balance is suspended, why is it consecutive?
Right. Well, that's what I was confused about there. Thank you. I just needed clarification so I can have it correct on the Senate sheet.
I'm sorry. So it should be balance probated. I'm sorry. He did time served on the first count because of the way that it was written. And then for the second count.
We don't normally have people on probation when there's only a stay away. So I think for the paperwork, and was it your understanding, Ms. Tucker, that all of this was going to be time served?
Yes, Your Honor, and that's what I discussed with my client.
Okay, and so that it will be, and as such, for the paperwork, it should be, instead of consecutive, just concurrent, so that he'll be done. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
We good, Ms. Strong?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. And let's see, courtroom one, does the attorney who's representing the gentleman here need to go into a breakout?
Yes, I'm representing him.
Okay, and tell me who it is, just so that
It's
I know.
position 14,
Okay,
Mr. Jose.
okay, so why don't we go ahead and do that, so that Madam Interpreter can help us out and go about her business this morning. So we'll place everyone into, well, we'll place Ms. Tucker and Madam Interpreter and courtroom 1 into a breakout room, please.
You got somebody, Rich?
I'm ready on the vote. He can go.
Are those the only 2 that we have left at ACDC?
Yeah, yes, Judge.
Okay, would y'all mind doing the ones at ACDC so I can release ACDC this morning? Would that be okay?
Are y'all good with handling ACDC? This is what the judge asked. Yeah, Judge, that's fine, Judge. He waived.
So Judge, this is gonna be position number 30,
He waived.
Ayana Marcus.
Okay, and this is going to be a negotiated plea, Mr. Dodd?
Judge, it is. This is position 30.
Yes,
Yes,
Ms.
Judge.
Marcus. Okay, very good. Good morning, Ms. Marcus. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Is that a yes? Say it again for me. Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down, Ms. Mark. You can place your hand down. Thank you. Yes, Ms. Evans Battle.
Yes, the recommendation in this case is for count 1, 12 months, serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days, balance on probation, 40 hours of community service, 8 weeks of anger management, stay away from Central Outreach and Advocacy Center at 201 Washington Street in Atlanta. As to count 2, that it would merge into count 1. And that would be our recommendation, Your Honor.
You recommend that they stipulate as well, is that right?
Yes, stipulate to venue identity and the facts set out for the accusation.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Mr. Dodd.
Judge, we stipulate, I just asked the court to follow the recommended sentence.
Okay, is she going to require any help with housing or anything of that nature, Mr. Dodd?
Judge, we had provided her with information. Obviously, this incident occurred at a shelter, but she didn't need, and I just remember, Judge, she did need her ID there, so requesting a one trip back with the assistance of law enforcement so she can retrieve her whatever belongs. But I think specifically was an identification that she still got there.
Okay. All right, Ms. Marcus, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 005246A, you wish to plead guilty to battery, is that correct? Are you under the influence? Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand
Yes,
that you understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I will accept the plea as negotiated. Ms. Marcus, given your circumstances, I'm going to waive your probation fees because I want you to be successful at this, and I understand your situation, so I'm not going to have you pay probation fees. And as soon as you complete the terms, meaning that you get the community service done and the anger management done, I'll have the probation go to a non-reporting status so that you will still be on probation but won't have to report, okay? All right, good luck to you, man.
Thank you, Judge.
Go to position 11, Judge. It's out there.
Okay.
I understand.
Okay.
And what are we doing with Mr. Donestorm?
That's-
Pronounce the last name for me, please.
You said it right, Judge.
Okay, yes, what are we doing with him this morning?
That's a negotiated plea, Judge.
Yes, good.
And I would just ask the court to consider waiving the first 60 days, 2 months of probation, and possibly non-report upon completion of all the conditions, Judge.
Good morning, sir. You have been charged in case 25 CR 005177B with criminal trespass. Will you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. State's recommendation is 12 months served 36 days, credit for time served 18 days. From August 30th, 2025 until today, balance probated, BHET, stay away from all Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport premises and property, and 40 hours of community service. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
Mr. Dodd?
We stipulate, Judge, and I would just ask, as stated, to waive the first 2 months and place on non-reporting upon completion of all the conditions, Judge.
No objection.
Mr. Donestorm, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 005177B, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, I'm not.
You've been represented by Mr. Haddad there. Are you happy with what he's done for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll accept the plea as negotiated. I will waive the first 2 months of the probation fees to help you get on your feet. And once you complete the probation, it'll go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't have to pay any fees. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Yes, Francois.
Next, Judge, I have position number 45 through 46, Carver Melissa.
I don't think he's going to do it. Please.
So a negotiated plea.
It is, Judge. Yes, Judge.
Good morning, Ms. Tarver. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. Good morning, ma'am. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Will you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Was that a yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Yes, Ms. Evans Battle.
Yes, Your Honor. Number 45, which is 24 CR 008344Y. Theft by shoplifting, 12 months probation, 28 days. She's already 28 days credit for time served, that she be back to probation after that $300 fine, anti-theft course, stay away from the Texaco gas station located at 2067 Delow Drive in East Point for that offense. And as to 25 CR 005233H, First count, possession, use of possession of drug-related objects. Count one, 12 months probation, 28 days. Credit for time served, which is 14 days. Count two, count one. And we're asking that the case run concurrent to 24 CR 008344Y. Stipulate to their identity and the facts related to the accusation.
Mr. Haddad?
Judge, we stipulate to, for purpose of the plea, just ask the court to consider waiving the first 2 months of probation and perhaps non-report upon completion of all the conditions, Judge.
Does she require the assistance of a social worker for housing?
No, Judge, I asked her specifically, and she maintains that she does have a residence to go to. So that's apparently not an issue.
Does she have a employment?
She currently is not employed, no, Judge.
Would it be helpful for her to convert the fine in the first in position 45 to community service as opposed to the fine, given that she's not employed?
Ms. Tarver, you prefer community service?
Yes.
That'll be fine, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, so it'll be 30 hours of community service instead of the $300 fine for the theft by shoplifting. If nothing, and I take it that's fine with the state. Ms. Evans-Battle, is that okay with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Nothing further. Ms. Tarver, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 008344Y, you wish to plead guilty to theft by shoplifting, and in case 25 CR 005233H, you wish to plead guilty to possession and use of drug-related objects. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll accept the pleas as negotiated, Ms. Tarver. I will waive the first 2 months of the probation fees to help you get on your feet. And when you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status, okay? Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, we'll see you next time, Francois.
Judge, we go back to position 5 and 6. Mr. Bronson?
Your Honor.
Yes.
On position number 5 and 6, Judge, there are unusual circumstances, Judge, and I believe I know the court's general policy. I wanted to request a bond hearing under these circumstances, Judge. I know the court often is not inclined, but
Tell me the circumstances, Mr. Haddad, so I can make the decision. I'm happy to hear you out. But...
All right, thank you, Judge. Thank you. So, Judge, this case is from 2018. He was reporting to pretrial for at least the years, and it appears he appeared at arraignment sometime around 2020 or maybe 2019. Sorry, 2019. At some point in 2022. It appears that he moved or something because there's an Odyssey was return mail. He reports to me that his mother had died in 2020. More importantly, the alleged victim in this case apparently passed away in June of this year. He has a juvenile court hearing on the 2nd of October trying to get custody of his 2 kids. He has a $3,500 cash only bond, Judge. I'm trying to to see if the court would be willing under the circumstances to either set aside the bench warrant, reinstate, or give him just a regular bond. And in all candor, Judge, he does have a hold from Clayton County. I don't know what it's for. I can't tell. Ms. Falk, I'm sure probably can tell, but bottom line is, Judge, under the circumstances, I'm trying to get him back on a regular bond or a setting aside of setting his original bond, considering it's a 2018 case.
Do we have any confirmation, Ms. Falk, that the alleged victim is deceased?
I did not. This is the first time I'm hearing of it. I will say that this is his second FTA on this case. The first one was before Judge Edie on January 13th of 2022 at a jury trial calendar. The second was on April 13th of 2022 on a jury trial calendar. So he was given 2 bites at this apple before FTA was finally issued on him. And then it was, I mean, that FTA was issued back in April of 2022, and he wasn't picked up on this warrant until 2025. So I'm not holding out a ton of hope here of us being able to locate him again if he does not appear before this court. I will say I do see the Clayton County hold. Unfortunately, I usually cannot see the reason for the hold. Pretrial services is usually able to see that. All I see is that there is in fact a hold out of Clayton County from a 2022, looks like according to the jail screen, it was a 2022 CR 04057 case. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say it is another FTA.
Okay. And the reason that I have my practice in general, Mr. Haddad, is because if the division judge has determined that a certain bond, then I return it to them to modify their own bond. In this case, even if he'd come to me and he'd only missed one time, I might have considered it. But given that there have been 2 missed court dates, I'm going to return it to Judge Edie and let him make a determination. And maybe in that time, you all can figure out if the victim will get paperwork to Ms. Falk, and they'll have the opportunity. If you do want to bring him back in front of me, possibly next week, if that's going to make a difference as far as this going forward, I'm happy to see him next week. Not on a bond, but just to move the case forward. If not, it'll be returned to Judge Edie.
The abundance of caution, I would just ask to reset it for next week. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to Judge Edie's attorneys and let them know the circumstances, and I'll get whatever paperwork. And that, by the way, I just found out about the alleged victim.
Okay, and that's fine. And if you get confirmation from Judge Edie that he'd like me to handle this at SAP and the bond, I'm happy to do that. I just want to make sure that that he has input on it.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Next week. But I'm going to call Judge Edie's courtroom. Okay.
We can go to position 14, Garcia Gonzalez.
Ms. Tucker, what are we going to do with Mr. Gonzalez this morning?
It'll be a negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Okay. Yes, Madam Interpreter, if you'll raise your right hand, thank you. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret from Spanish to English and English to Spanish to the best of your ability?
I do.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Garcia Gonzalez. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. If you'll raise your right hand for me, please, sir.
Buenos días, señor García González. Mi nombre es Eric Morrow. Soy el juez y necesito que levante su mano derecha, por favor.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
¿Jura usted que el testimonio que nos dará aquí el día de hoy será la verdad, solo la verdad y nada más que la verdad bajo palabra de Dios?
Sí.
Yes. Gracias. Puede bajar su mano.
Thank you. Yes, Ms. Fall.
Yes, Your Honor. On this case, the state's recommendation is on the driving under the influence per se, 12 months, served 90 days, credit for time served 17 days, from August 31st, 2025 until today.
Sí, su señoría, la fiscal indica que por la acusación de manejar bajo la influencia de alcohol per se, lo que la fiscalía está proponiendo en este acuerdo son una sentencia de 12 meses para servir en la cárcel 90 días, crédito por los 17 días ya servidos desde el 31 de agosto del 2025. Go ahead.
The state also recommends ADET, DUI risk reduction, 2 victim impact panels, an interlock device, 2 AA meetings per week, a $600 fine, and 100 hours of community service.
El resto va a ser servido bajo probatoria. También la fiscalía quiere una reducción de riesgo, un programa de reducción de riesgo para manejar bajo la influencia de alcohol, someterse a evaluación y tratamiento de drogas y de alcohol, 2 paneles de víctima, un dispositivo de bloqueo de encendido en el automóvil, 2 reuniones de alcohólicos anónimos por semana.
On count 2, that will merge with count 1. Count 3 will be 12 months concurrent to count 1 with a $300 fine.
La acusación número 2 va a ser juntada con la acusación número 1. La número 1 también me olvidé de decirle que tenía una multa de $600 y 100 horas de servicio a la comunidad. La número 3, la acusación número 3 va a ser unida en cuanto a los 12 meses de probatoria al mismo tiempo y una multa de $300.
Count 4 will be 12 months concurrent with a $300 fine. Count 5 will be 12 months concurrent with a $265 fine. And count 6 will be 12 months consecutive with a $500 fine.
En la acusación número 4 va a tener los mismos 12 meses al mismo tiempo y una multa de $300. Acusación número 5 van a ser los mismos 12 meses al mismo tiempo y una multa de $265. Y la acusación número 6, eso van a ser 12 meses adicionales, o sea, consecutivos después de los primeros 12 meses iniciales y una multa de $500.
The total on this case will be 24 months, serve 90 days, credit for time served 17 days, with a $1,965 fine, 100 hours of community service, ADET, DUI risk reduction, 2 victim impact panels, 2 AA meetings per week, and an ignition interlock device.
Y en total esto sería 24 meses para servir 90 días y crédito por los 17 días ya servidos. El resto va a ser bajo probatoria. Programa de reducción de riesgo, una evaluación y tratamiento para drogas y alcohol, 2 paneles de víctima, un dispositivo de bloqueo de encendido en el automóvil, 2 reuniones de alcohólicos anónimos por semana, 100 horas de servicio a la comunidad y una multa en total de $1,965.
We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basification for the purposes of this plea. That's all for the state.
Y lo que pedimos de la defensa, el abogado defensor, que estipule y esté de acuerdo con en dónde se está escuchando este caso.
Stafford?
We do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea. And Your Honor, we would like to request that after he successfully completes the first year of probation and completes the terms, that he be allowed to go on non-reporting for the second year.
Y su abogada defensora dice que usted está de acuerdo con todos estos términos y los acepta. Y lo que está pidiendo por usted es que después de que pase el primer año en probatoria, el siguiente año de probatoria sea sin reportarse, sin tener que reportarse mensualmente a la oficina de probatoria.
Ms. Falk?
I apologize, Your Honor. Could, and the translator doesn't need to repeat it, but could Miss Tucker
No.
let me know what the request is?
Yes, he's agreeing to 2 years probation. I was asking if after successfully completing the first year and finishing the terms of probation, if he could be allowed to go non-reporting during the second year.
State has no, I just wanted to make sure it was non-reporting and not termination. State has no objection to non-reporting in the second year.
Y la fiscalía no tiene ninguna objeción de que el juez le otorgue una probatoria el segundo año sin tener que reportarse.
Do you have a question, Ms. Strong?
I was gonna wait until you went through it, Judge, but as I'm looking at the Ms. Falk sheet and what's in the system as far as how the charges align, I wanted to make sure I had everything because the numbers are off based on what the charges are, if you understand what I'm saying. So I just want to make sure I have it.
I do.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Ms. Falk?
Yeah, we noted that on the calendar that for whatever reason, the charges in the column were out of order.
But everything is cool. So when I put it in, everything is like I can put it under which one is correct, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. I'm
correct.
good. Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you
All
look
right.
confused, but I'm good. Thank you.
No. So I just want to make sure everybody's
Okay.
good. Okay. All right. If nothing further, Mr. Garcia Gonzalez, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 005170J, that you wish to plead guilty to driving under the influence of alcohol per se, driving while your license was suspended or revoked, failure to maintain lane, willful obstruction of law enforcement officers, and failure to obey traffic signs. Is that correct?
Señor García González, entiendo entonces que en las acusaciones de manejar bajo la influencia de alcohol per se, de manejar con una licencia suspendida, no mantener el carril, obstrucción de agentes de la ley, no obedecer señales de tránsito, usted se va a declarar culpable, ¿es eso correcto?
Sí.
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
En este momento, ¿está usted bajo la influencia de alguna droga o alcohol?
No.
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Usted está siendo representada por una abogada. ¿Está satisfecho usted con la representación de ella?
Sí.
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Usted entiende que usted se está declarando culpable para estas acusaciones y al hacer eso, usted está renunciando a un derecho que tiene de un juicio con jurado. ¿Entiende usted eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
¿Le ha forzado a alguien a declararse culpable el día de hoy?
No.
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. After the first year, if you have completed the terms of the probation, I'll have it successfully completed the terms. I will have the probation go to a non-reporting status.
Entonces yo acepto este acuerdo una vez que usted haya cumplido con todos los términos de esta sentencia. Yo voy a hacer que el segundo año de probatoria no tenga que usted reportarse personalmente cada mes.
Just let me let you know, Mr. Garcia Gonzalez, if you are caught driving a vehicle without a valid license, this probation is going to be revoked. Do you understand me?
Solo quiero que usted sepa, señor García González, que si a usted lo encuentran manejando con una licencia de conducir suspendida, le van a quitar esta probatoria. ¿Entiende usted eso?
Sí.
Yes.
And even once you complete the terms of the probation and are off probation, you have to have a valid license to drive a vehicle. You understand?
Y aunque usted termine probatoria, cuando termine probatoria y ya se acabe y no esté bajo probatoria, necesita una licencia de conducir válida para poder manejar. ¿Comprende usted eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor. Thank you,
Thank
Your
you.
Honor. And if that is all my business, but the court may be excused, please.
Yes, we appreciate your assistance as always. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, Judge. You too.
Thank you. Who do we have next?
Position 4740 Torres.
Is this also a negotiated plea?
This will actually be a non-negotiated plea, Your Honor. Specifically on position 48.
There's some issues with the community service.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Torres is 71, and when I met with him yesterday, he told me about his leg injury. He actually showed it to me. He has great difficulty with mobility and getting around, which is why he currently he's currently out of work. So we were requesting that the 40 hours of community service be waived solely because he's not physically capable. And then at that point, requesting that the balance be suspended because there will be no other conditions other than the stay away.
Does he have a place, does he need assistance from a social worker? Does he have a place to reside?
He does need assistance from a social worker. He did express that he's experiencing homelessness.
Good morning, Mr. Torres. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say it a little louder for me.
Yes.
Okay, very good. You can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Yes, Ms. Evans Battle.
Yes, Your Honor, we have 12 months probation, 30 days to serve, credit for time served, which is 18 days, balance suspended. My concern on the second charge was not only the stay away, but he continued because of we wanted to be able to have some form of supervision or accountability in that he had continued to come to this place after over and over again after being told to stay away from the dump. However, the court can accomplish some form of accountability, even if it's some form of check-in, call-in, even if it's a call-in, we would ask that he do be placed on probation so that can happen.
Does he have a history of criminal trespass, Ms. Evans Battle? Do you know?
Yes, he does.
Okay. Does he have a history of, aside from these two incidences, of going to the dump?
Yes, he does.
Okay. I don't normally do it, Miss Tucker, but I do agree with Miss Evans Battle in that if I do waive the community service, I'm going to want to put him on probation, at least for a certain amount of time. I'll make it that he can report the first time, and then if he successfully reports, it'll go to non-reporting for the rest of the 12 months. But I want him to check in with probation, to be on probation for that first month. If he does check in, then it'll go to non-reporting.
Yes, Sean, and we would like to request that the probation fees be waived for that month.
Yes, I will waive the fees.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, but since he has a history of going to the dump and since he's gone back to it, I want to make sure that he complies with not going there, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I take it, you're welcome. I take it that you stipulate, Ms. Tucker,
Yes, Your Honor, we do so stipulate.
or I take the plea?
Yes, Your Honor, we do so stipulate.
Okay, no, I said anything further.
Oh, my apologies.
No, you're fine.
Nothing further.
Okay. If not, Mr. Torres, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 003041J, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass, and in case 25 CR 005227J, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
Okay, I'll accept that your plea as negotiated, Mr. Torres. However, I will not require that you do the 40 hours of community service because of your condition. I will require that you will be on probation and that you're to stay away from the dump at 815 Sidney Marcus Boulevard in Atlanta. Once you check in, I'll waive the probation fees for the first month. If you check in successfully, then I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. But if you go back to the dump and they report that you're back there, there's going to be some problems. You understand me, Mr. Torres?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so don't go back to the dump, okay? All right, good luck to you, Mr. Torres.
We can go to position 7, Mr. Campbell.
That's gonna be a waiver. Yeah. Judge, that's gonna be a waiver, Judge.
Okay, so position 7, Mr. Campbell, is a waiver. The case will be returned to the division judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, Your Honor, I do have an announcement. For
Okay.
position 26 and 27, Mr. Lee, I was informed that he was released on September 12th.
Okay, so 26 and 27. Mr. Lee has been released. While we have a little break, Ms. Strong, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Do we know who the conflict attorney is on these cases today? I have 4 cases that have a conflict attorney associated with them.
Let me look them out.
Okay, I just want to see what we're going to do with those individuals today. All right, thank you. All right, so who do we have here?
That's position 16, Mr. Head.
That's going to be a negotiated plea, Ms. Tucker.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Head. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Yes, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. On the disorderly conduct, 12 months served 90 days, credit for time served 16 days from September 1st, 2025 until today, balance probated MHET prior to release in 12 weeks of anger management. Count 2, 12 months concurrent to count 1, stay away from all MARTA premises and property in accordance with a permanent ban that has been leveled on this defendant. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
We do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea, Your Honor.
Is he in need of a social worker, for housing, Ms. Tucker?
I didn't confirm housing, but I can ask the social worker to give resources when he meets for the MHET.
Mr. Head, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 005224E, you wish to plead guilty to disorderly conduct and criminal trespass, is that right?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Head. I take it that he's had some issues with criminal trespass or disorderly conduct or criminal trespass in the past, Ms. Falk, given the sentence.
Yes, Your Honor, he has, and that's why he has a permanent ban from MARTA.
Right. Ms. Tucker, I'm gonna require that he be on probation the entire time, but I'm gonna waive the fees while he's on probation. Mr. Head, you cannot go back to MARTA whatsoever. They have permanently banned you from MARTA, and if you go back, you're not only possibly gonna pick up new charges, but you're gonna be in violation of this probation, okay? So, just know that if you go back there, that there are gonna be some problems, so please stay away from MARTA, okay?
Yes.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Head.
We go to position 13, Mr. Phelps.
Also a negotiated plea.
Yes, Judge, Mr. Felton did inform me just now that he would like a NOLO plea that was not a part of the negotiations, and I know Ms. Falk generally opposes those, but I just want to bring it up to the court's attention.
Not always, but no, thank you for letting me know, PD Haddad. Let me go and check his last 5 years and see if he's used NOLO before. So if Your Honor will just give me a moment, since I wasn't necessarily ready for that
Yeah, you're fine.
question.
Take your time, Ms. Falk. I
Okay,
understand.
thank you, Your Honor. Let's see. Okay, it looks as though he has 6 cycles, and it does not appear. No, he has not used NOLO in the last 5 years. So given the limited amount of cycles this defendant has and the fact he hasn't used NOLO, we don't oppose NOLO on this.
Thank you.
Oh, but I guess I do need to put it on the record. His recommendation.
Right, I haven't given, just one moment, I haven't addressed him as of yet.
Apologies.
No worries. Good morning, Mr. Felton. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video this morning. Would you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Ms. Falk.
On the criminal trespass, 12 months served, 34 days, credit for time served, 17 days from August 31st, 2025 until today. 8 weeks of anger management, no further contact with Tia Smith. Stay away from 174 Maury Avenue, Southeast in Atlanta, and 40 hours of community service. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of the plea. We would at this time like to sound for Tia Smith, and that's all for the state.
Smith is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Does not appear so. Mr. Haddad?
Your Honor, we stipulate for purposes of the plea, Judge, as the court to consider waiving the first 2 months of probation fees, Judge.
And does he have a job?
Your Honor, I'm trying to find my notes. He's currently unemployed, Judge.
Does he need the assistance of a social worker for housing?
Okay. Apparently he does, Judge. We have a social worker right here, Judge. We'll talk to him after.
Okay. Okay, nothing further. Mr. Felton, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 005174 G, you wish to plead nolo to criminal trespass. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading nolo to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead nolo?
No, sir.
I'll accept the nolo plea, Mr. Felton. I will waive the first 2 months of probation fees to help you get on your feet. We'll have a social worker visit with you to assist you with housing. Once you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation. And if you go over that first 2 months, won't have to pay the fees, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Felton.
Done.
Come on, Bill. Go to position 3, Bill.
Ms. Falk, I responded to your email.
I did receive the response. Thank you.
Okay, and what's not negotiated about it?
Oh, it is a sorry. Apologies, PD Haddad. Go ahead.
Judge, it is going to be a negotiated plea. The state came down on someone on the jail sentence. So other than that,
Okay. So as long as you're all in agreement. Okay, very good. Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Bell. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Ms. Falk?
Your Honor, on count 1, 12 months served 60 days, credit for time served 17 days. From August 31st, 2025 until today, balance probated, 12 weeks of anger management, no further contact with Manuel Sandoval, stay away from 3535 Peachtree Road in Atlanta, and 40 hours of community service. Count 2 will merge with count 1. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. And that's all for the state. We would like to sound for Mr. Manuel Sandoval. I knew I was forgetting something. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Sandoval is with us and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Does not appear so. Mr. Haddad?
Your Honor, we stipulate for purposes of the plea, Judge. I would just ask the court to consider waiving the first 2 months probation fees and perhaps a non-report upon completion of all the conditions, Judge.
And what's the request for the waiver of fees?
The first 2 months, Judge.
Why?
Judge, only because, honestly, just the cost for the anger management. He did inform me that in the past he's done restaurant work. I don't believe he was actually employed at the time of his arrest, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Bell, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 005181H, you wish to plead guilty to battery. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
No, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Bell. I will waive the first 2 months of probation fees to help you get on your feet. Once you complete the terms, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
We go to position 49, Mr. Watts.
Also a negotiated plea, Ms. Tucker?
I was
Yes.
waiting on a response from the state regarding this case, so I don't know if it may need to be addressed later.
And I can go back and look. I did not see a charge of pedestrian in the roadway. It's not on the calendar, so I'm not, where did
It's
you see
not
the
on the
charge?
calendar. I see it in Odyssey. He did previously attempt to bond out, but on that specific charge, it's the same incident date. It's listed as a misdemeanor. There says no bond. So he wasn't able to bond out solely because of that charge. So I wanted to see if the offer can include that.
Okay.
But as I was saying, Your Honor, Mr. Watts may need to be readdressed if we could go to a different position.
And that's the thing, I'm not even seeing it on the jail screen. So I'm not sure where you're getting this charge from, but it's not on the jail screen. It's not on the 25 CR 005238 case. So that's why I'm not exactly sure what I'm getting rid of. The case, I don't see it anywhere.
Can we ask the
If you'll
jail?
go
what-
back and, yeah, if we could have a moment, Your Honor, so that Ms. Tucker can go back and look at the jail screen, because that charge is nowhere on the jail
I
screen.
see it listed
It
on the
says,
jail link.
it says not presented to the grand jury on the jail side, on the jailing side.
Okay, so then this case must have been, well, if it was NPGJ, that's not something we do. So that sounds like something the DA's office may have done. Let me just go back and check. Because that's NPGJ is not a code that we put into our system on charges. Let's see. Okay, so it doesn't say NPGJ, it is an NOD. So we did NOD that charge already.
Okay.
Yeah. So that charge was NOD'd when we accused it.
Yes, I was confused because next to it, it says no bond. He attempted to bond out, but that charge was holding him.
I can
So that-
resend the NOD, Ms. Tucker, but yes, that charge was NOD'd back on September 3rd.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
And
Not a problem.
Ms. Falk, on the jailing side, I don't see the no bond, but I see the not presented. So I'm not sure if
it seems like they got it. But I will resend it just out of an
so I
abundance
guess
of
so it
caution.
doesn't hinder him anymore.
I agree.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I guess we're ready to proceed. Ms. Evans Battle will be handling the rest of this. I will send over the NOD immediately.
And Ms. Tucker, what are we doing this morning?
It'll be a non-negotiated plea.
Yes, he is charged with theft by shoplifting, count 1, 12
Okay,
months.
what's just one moment, Ms. Evans.
Okay.
I have not addressed him as of yet. And I
Sorry.
take it that the jail time is what's not negotiated, Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Watts.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you, sir. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Do we have anyone from pretrial join us this morning? Ms. Evans Battle, are you able to give me the history?
Yes, I'm going to do a search right now. So we have 26 cycles, and they began in 2006. Just kind of with convictions for possession, manufacturing, with intent, giving false information to officers. That was way back when in 2006, if the court wants something closer in time. Let me start a little bit backwards, if you don't mind. We do it that way. Drug possession of marijuana in 2021. I'm just reading off the convictions. He's mostly drugs here. Probation violation in 2024. Several probation violations in 2017. Failure to appear wasn't. Simple battery conviction, 2014. Some probation violation. That is.
So no history of theft?
No, prior history of theft.
Okay. And the facts of this matter?
And in this particular case, was a theft by shoplifting at the Polo store. They arrested him. He was stealing pants and pajamas. When the officers attempted to stop him, he first, walked fast and then he ran. They identified themselves, asked for him to stop, and he failed to do so. So that was what the obstruction was.
Okay.
So do you want to know what our recommendation was?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. It's for 12 months, serve 60 days, credit for time serves 15 days, be placed back on probation, stay away from Macy's at 5000 North Point Drive, Alpharetta, that he complete an anti-theft course. As for count 2, 12 months, 60 days, credit for time served 15 days, back to probation, a $300 fine.
Okay.
That he, stipulate the venue, identity, and the facts related to this case.
Thank you. Ms. Tucker, after hearing all that and that he does not have a history of theft, I will give him, the court sentence would be 30 days to serve 15, credit for time served 15 days. So it'll be time served. He will have all the other stipulations and I'll have it go non-reporting when he completes the terms. Does he want to accept that?
Yes, Your Honor, we'll move forward with the plea. Thank you.
Anything further?
And we do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea.
Okay. Mr. Watts, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 005238Y, you wish to plead guilty to theft by shoplifting and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
Yes, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Great job.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Okay.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Okay. I'll accept your plea, Mr. Watt. The court sentence for the theft by shoplifting will be 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days, balance probated, stay away from the Macy's, North Point Circle in Alpharetta, and an anti-theft course. For the willful obstruction will be 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 15 days, balance probated, and a $300 fine. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation. Your client has his hand up, Ms. Tucker.
Do you need me to give you a call, Mr. Watts?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Please go to position 34, Mr. Rodriguez.
Also a negotiated plea.
Yes, Your Honor, it'll be a negotiated plea.
Good morning, Mr. Rodriguez. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. And Ms. Tucker, is it possible that maybe Mr. Haddad can answer that question for your previous client?
Judge, I just took care of it, Judge.
Oh, okay, very good.
What
Thank
do
you,
you-
Mr. Haddad. Yes, Ms. Evans Battle.
Yes, as to count one, criminal trespass, 12 months probation, serve 150 days, credit for time served 75 days, balance probated, the alcohol drug evaluation and treatment, anti-theft course, 40 hours of community service, stay away from Piper O'Brien Air Architects located at 3000 Royal Boulevard South in Alpharetta. Count two, asking that it be merged with count one. Count three, time served 150 days, credit for time served 75 days. That he stipulate to venue identity and the facts associated with this particular case.
We do so stipulate, Your Honor. And we would like to request upon completing all the terms that he be allowed to go on no reporting status.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 005348Y, you were to plead guilty to criminal trespass and damage to property and possession or use of drug-related objects. Is that correct? Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
Yes.
And listen to my question. Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Rodriguez. When you complete the terms, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Mr. Murphy, good morning. Do you have any announcements on any of your cases that are on the calendar this morning? Thank you for joining us.
Judge, I got position 15, Mr. Gary.
Okay.
Judge, the state's looking for time on that one. I was just appointed on Friday. I haven't had a moment to speak to him. So if we could continue the matter.
Okay, would you like me to?
I'm sorry, Mr. Position number 15 has been released.
Wavius Gary?
Yes, sir.
Okay, duly noted then.
I just want to, let me confirm, but I do have before you, and I apologize, Judge, I didn't mean to interrupt like that.
No, no worries. He's not on our sheet as being released, so that's
Hold on
why.
one second.
Yeah, Mr. Jordan did.
He got out, must have been sometime this morning.
Okay.
Further notice, okay.
Is that the only case that you have on our calendar, Mr. Murphy?
It is, Judge.
Okay, thank you for jumping on. I appreciate it.
I know that there's another conflict case showing up on the calendar. I just want to make sure that's not
We have a couple of
Mr.
other
Murphy's.
ones.
Yeah, we do have a couple of other ones. I just wanted to make sure they weren't Mr. Murphy's cases.
Okay, so we have a Carlos King, a Billy Lowe, and a Don Saunders. Any of
Those
those
are-
sound familiar, Mr.
Those are
Murphy?
Ms. McLeod's, Judge.
Okay,
Thank you, Ms. Strong.
You're welcome. And
thank you.
Ms. Falk said that Ms. McLeod is on vacation, so I'm inquiring about
Me?
when, so we can see.
Yes, Ms. Strong, I just
I
asked
did, but I
Mr.
think she
Jordan.
is on vacation. I
Yes.
do think she is on vacation, yes, but I don't think I was the one who announced it.
Yes, that was Ms. Strong. She is on vacation, and Mr. Jordan just stated that he believes she'll be back maybe in the country on the 17th. So we may need to reset her cases.
So next Tuesday is fine.
I thought she,
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard too. She would be gone for 2 weeks.
That's what I heard as well, Judge.
Okay, so
I do have King and Saunders here in the courtroom, Judge.
So King is a time served plea. I would hate for him to stay in custody for 2 weeks if he's going to take a plea. Mr. Murphy, would you mind speaking to some of these individuals
yeah, I can speak.
for the court this morning?
I can, Judge, if the
Okay.
jail, I can jump off now and take the calls.
Okay, so why don't we do this? Well, Mr. King for sure, because it's a time served plea. Let me see, 28 is below. Mr. Lowe is also a time served plea. And 35 would be time. So if you could speak to all three of them for me, given that I'm not sure if they want to take these offers or not, but they're time served offers. So if we could have courtroom 2, if you could have those 3 individuals speak with Mr. Murphy for me.
Yes, that's fine, Judge.
Thank you.
Shelley,
Thank you, Mr. Murphy. I appreciate your assistance.
I'll jump off. I'll take the calls. Shelley, if you give me the details. Thanks, Judge.
I can. Thank you.
Mr. Murphy, you have the phone number?
Yeah, 77594-0120.
Any other cases of Mr. Haddad's that we can take?
Shape plea, Judge.
We can do Mr. Enriquez, position 12.
What are we doing?
That's gonna be a negotiated plea, Judge.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Enriquez. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Yes, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. On the criminal trespass, the state's recommendation is 12 months served, 36 days, credit for time served 18 days. That will be from August 30th, 2025 until today. Balance probated. BHET, stay away from the BP gas station at 464 Windsor Street in Atlanta, and 40 hours of community service. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
We stipulate, Judge, just ask the court to waive the first couple months probation fees. Mr. Enriquez is currently unemployed. He did indicate that it's not an issue, but we also have a social worker here just in case it's changed, Judge.
Okay. Anything further?
That's it, Judge. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. Mr. Enriquez, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 005175G, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that right?
Correct.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Gratefully.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
I understand.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, that at all.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Enriquez. I will waive the first 2 months of probation fees to help you get on your feet. And when you complete the terms, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, that's all the pleas that I have. We can go over the calendar. I have some announcements on other cases, Judge, but I'm here as at the court's pleasure.
Okay, let's go. What are we doing with position number 4, John Brown?
Your Honor, Mr. Brown is going to be reset for next week. Needed to follow up on some things.
Okay. That's the 23rd.
Yes, Judge, if at all possible. Thank you.
Okay. Position number 11, we've already taken a plea on that.
37. So great.
Was number 7 one of the ones that we were holding on? I'm sorry if I missed the announcement. Campbell?
That's going to be a waiver.
And position 28, Billy Lowe.
Your Honor, that's a conflict case.
Oh, okay.
I sent the
Right.
recommendation to Mr. Murphy as well as the other recommendations on Mr.
Okay.
King and Mr. Saunders.
Thank you.
And I seem to remember, Judge, that there was some emails originating from Judge Porter's courtroom that's going to be handled there. I could be wrong. Either way,
On which case were you speaking?
on Mr. Lowe.
Yes.
Okay. Does anybody have that announcement that this will be handled in Judge Porter's courtroom?
Judge, let
I
me.
do not, and Mr. Lowe was one of the recommendations I sent to Mr. Murphy to address it.
Let me just double check, Judge.
Because it is a time served rec, so.
We'll just leave it like that.
Yes, sir. I just came home from prison. I did 6 months.
And Your Honor, really quickly while Ms. Petey Haddad is looking that up, Ms. Strong, did you receive the null pros on Mr. Smith's case? I believe it's DeAndre Smith. I sent a null pros on
Yes,
the
ma'am.
FTA and a null pros on the underlying.
I did. Judge signed it. I
Okay.
received it.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yes,
I
thank
just
you.
wanted to confirm.
Ms. Tucker, you with me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Position 25, Lapsley. What are we doing with that person today?
He's here in the chair.
Position 25 will be, it was a waiver for position 25?
Okay, all right, so okay, Mr. Lapsley's case will be returned to the division judge.
Did you want to take a vote? Yeah, I'm not waiving anything. Judge, sounds like the court, if the court can read the charges. Informative.
I just want to know as far as the fees concerned, like I depend on my lifestyle.
Yeah, your losses. Judge, if I can just have a couple minutes.
Yes, and PD Haddad, if you can let the defendant know, there was a global recommendation. There was also a battery family violence on the calendar that was an add-on. So, and that will not be that is not time served. So I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. I think that's maybe
I
right.
did communicate that to him yesterday, so he's aware.
Thank you, Ms. Tucker.
And position 38, Ms. Tucker, Curtis Suter.
Position 38, that will be a negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Courtroom, well, I'll let them finish their conversation.
Go ahead, Judge.
Yes, position 38, Suitor, do we have him there in the courtroom?
Yes, hold on, Judge.
That's good for reckless, but once you're done with that, I get regular license. So, but there isn't no like an automatic, there isn't like a 12-month suspension until. No, so. The stipulation for them. So. Yes.
We don't, Judge. We're gonna have to locate him.
Okay, that'll be a plea today too, I believe.
But you can have.
Courtroom 2, do you mind giving me a call back?
Yes, give me a couple minutes.
PD Haddad, are you available?
He's in courtroom 1. Ms. Falk.
Thank you so much for letting me know, courtroom 2.
Ms. Falk,
Yes.
I was calling you, but Mr. Jordan sent an email.
Ricky Williams. That's
He was
why I just sounded
okay.
for PD
Okay,
Haddad.
he was just sitting next to me and said, "Tell Ms. Falk."
Yeah.
Okay,
I
thank
need
you.
him to close. I apologize
No, you're fine. You're
not
fine.
responding, but I was trying to do something else. But yes, I did see the email. That's why I sounded for PD Haddad. When he gets back in, we'll address it.
Thanks.
Thanks, Ms. Strong.
Mr. Murphy, are you ready for Mr. Saunders?
Mr. Murphy, if you could be so kind as to check your email, that's where I sent all of the recommendations since they're too large to put in text.
Can the host let courtroom 1 in?
Is Mr. Murphy still interviewing those individuals?
Yes, Judge, he's on the phone with one now.
Okay, that's fine. I think that we have some of the DV bench warrant individuals on. Is Mr. Cruz on?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Cruz. I'm gonna have you speak with one of the public defenders in this matter. Ms. Tucker or Mr. Dodd, would either of you speak with Mr. Cruz for me?
Judge, if I can have Ms. Tucker handle it, since I gotta deal with that first appearance issue.
Okay, that's fine. Ms. Tucker, would you mind doing that for me?
Yes, can you?
I'll just put you into a breakout room if that's okay.
Okay, that works.
All right, so Mr. Cruz, I'm going to put you into a breakout room with Ms. Tucker, who's a public defender, and to speak on your matter, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So if we can put those two into a breakout room, please. Yeah, so are we ready to handle another matter?
Mr. Murphy did just respond and said he's agreeing to the recommendation on both cases. There are 3, so I just want to double check on the third.
Okay. And who do we have here in courtroom 1?
Good morning, Judge. This is Ms. Fields.
Yeah, that's first appearance, Judge. I'm ready whenever the court wishes and whenever Ms. Falk is ready.
I just need to check to see if our victim is here. I just got an email back saying he was going to log on in the next 5 minutes. He's feeding his newborn. So
what case is this in courtroom 1?
So long story short, Ms. Strong, Ms. Fields is on the calendar for tomorrow's SEA. The jail has requested that he be addressed to this morning.
So she get him on.
Yes.
Okay. I just need to know.
And I am going to file down the case so that you will have it. I was working on that when we came back on the Zoom.
Grace, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Can we place Ms. Tucker and Cece here into a breakout room, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Judge, I'd be cases when you.
Okay. Since we're waiting, can we take courtroom 2? Can we take any of Mr. Murphy's matters?
Yes, Mr. Saunders is here in the chair.
And I'm to Mr. Judge. And Judge, we're agreeing to take recommendation on Saunders.
Okay, so this is position number 35, Don Saunders. Good morning, Mr. Saunders. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Ms. Evans-Battle.
Yes, Judge. Thank you. On the matter of the simple battery, served 34 days, credit for time served 17 days. So it would be a time served for that particular case.
Balance suspended, okay.
Balance suspended.
All right, and do you stipulate, Mr. Murphy?
We do so stipulate.
Anything further?
Judge, as a housekeeping matter, I spoke to Mr. Saunders at length. He agreed to take a negotiated plea, and he has authorized me to sign and initial the plea forms on his behalf.
Very good, thank you. Mr. Saunders, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 005169Y, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
Yes, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Good luck to you, Mr. Saunders.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Got position 23 and 24, Mr. King.
I've also spoken to Mr. King and explained the recommendation and also explained that the FTA would be all processed in exchange for the plea on the other case. And he's agreed to take the state's recommendation.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. King. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. You can place your hand down. Yes, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. On the battery family violence, the state's recommendation is 12 months served 60 days, credit for time served 30 days, from December 8th of 2023 to December 16th of 2023 and August 27th, 2025 until today. Balance probated, FVIP, no further contact with Chiquita Hickson, no further contact with Gwendolyn Jackson. Stay away from 1133 Oak Knoll Terrace, Southeast in Atlanta. No firearms and 40 hours of community service. Position number 24, which is the FTA, will be null prost upon the acceptance of this plea. At this time, we would like to sound for Miss Chiquita Hickson and Miss Gwendolyn Jackson, if either one of them is here and would like to speak. That's all for the, we do ask, and if I already said this, I apologize. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification. That's all for the state.
We do stipulate.
Okay. If either of those individuals are with us and wish to address the court, now is your opportunity. It's not appear so. Mr. King, it's my understanding in case 23 CR 007811Y, you wish to plead guilty to battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. King. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, sir.
Judge,
Thank you, sir.
matter, Mr. King no longer be going back to that Knoll location. That's where he had lived. Given that he's indicated he's probably most likely unemployed upon his release, if the court would waive the first 4 months of probation fees, since he's going to have to pay for the FFIP classes.
I'll give him the opportunity to get on his feet. Mr. Murphy, I'll waive the first 2 months of probation fees to help him get on his feet and get a job.
That's a fair resolution. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Last thing, he did authorize me to sign an initial on his behalf for the plea sheets. That's it, Judge.
Very good. Thank you. Anyone else that we can take courtroom to?
We got Mr. Solder here, position 38.
Okay. Yes, good morning, sir. Mr. Murphy? Oh, this is Miss Tucker's case. Okay. Miss Tucker, oh, she's on the line, so we'll be with you, Mr. Soder, as soon as we can.
We also have Mr. Lapley, but that's Mr. Tucker. That's Tucker's case as well.
Okay, so she'll be back with us in a moment. Is the alleged victim on the line, Miss Falk, as of yet, or?
Let me try to sound for him in case he is here. Let's see. My apologies, Your Honor. I just filed that case down, so let me just go back. And Ms. Strong, if you can let me know if you see it in the queue. Sebastian Kirchhoff, if Sebastian Kirchhoff is here, can you please respond?
see a Sebastian on the line.
Right. Miss Redden, my victim advocate, said he's on the Zoom, so he should be here.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay.
I'll give you the opportunity to speak if you choose, sir, in a moment. Thank you for jumping on with us this morning. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll be with you. Thank you.
Okay.
Are we ready to proceed in that matter?
Yes, Your Honor, we are. I just need to send Mr. Kercheval a message in the chat, and if he could just respond in the chat, that would be very helpful.
I get someone to send me the charges as well.
And Judge Morrow, the only charge is simple battery family violence. It's one count.
Okay.
What's her booking number?
The booking number is going to be, let me pull that up for you. And Ms. Strong, were you able to see the case in the queue?
My queue is not working.
Oh, okay. The booking number is 251-6966. 251-6966.
Got it, thank you.
And what's the name, Ms. Falk?
The name is Rashonda Fields, Your Honor. Rashonda. Common spelling for the last name.
Okay, thank you. Let me just go ahead and address Ms. Fields while you all are getting ready. Ms. Fields, can you hear me okay?
Okay.
Okay, yes, good morning, ma'am. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. Apparently you were supposed to be on our state expedited accusation calendar tomorrow. We've moved that up until today. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. We're providing you with the assistance of a public defender this morning if you choose to utilize the service. Ms. Fields, you've been charged in booking number 2516966 with simple battery family violence. We'll be with you in just a moment, ma'am.
And Your Honor, if I could just ask Mr. Kercheval, because I still haven't received a response in the chat. Mr. Kercheval, are you okay with the signature bond on this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Kercheval. And would you like a no further contact or no further violent contact?
No further contact.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kercheval.
Okay. Mr. Dodds, you ready to proceed on this matter?
I am, Judge.
Okay, so I've already advised Ms. Fields. Is there a history, Ms. Falk?
No, Your Honor, there is not. This is the first arrest. Let me just pull up the police report for Your Honor. This case occurred yesterday at, my apologies, let me pull up, yesterday at 2:00 p.m. at 1010 West Peachtree Street, Northwest in Atlanta. Officers responded to a report of a verbal argument. Sebastian Kercheval told the officers that he had been in a verbal argument with the defendant, and he alleged that she physically struck him. He reported the incident directly to the Zone 5 major, and then the officers were dispatched from there. They do share a child together, although they do not live together. We are agreeable. The charge was initially filed as a simple assault family violence, but because there was actual contact, we charged simple battery family violence. We are agreeable to an SOB through pretrial services. We are asking for no further contact with Sebastian Kercheval, third-party transfer of the minor child that they share, stay away from 1010 West Peachtree Street Northwest in Atlanta, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. We would also like to ask for one-day anger awareness. And at this time, we would like to sound for Mr. Sebastian Kercheval if he would like to speak.
Mr. Kercheval, if you'd like to opportunity to do so. If you do wish to address the court, I'll need for you to raise your right hand for me. I believe it's the other hand.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
This is my left, this is my right.
Okay. So raise your right hand. I'm not sure.
It's the right hand.
Okay. All right. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. You can place your hand down. What would you like to tell the court?
Just for you, Judge, due to her, I don't know if you know her career, what she does for work, but I would not like for her to be further placed inside where she's at due to her safety, knowing what she does for her career. And that's all I wanted to say. See if we can expedite that process, because most of the people, well, I can't say much, but I just, everybody, she shouldn't, I don't want her to further be inside knowing, what she does for work. So.
I appreciate you being here this morning, so.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Falk, anything further?
Nothing further from the state, Your Honor.
Okay.
I am putting in the chat, and PD Haddad is already aware, so this is not an ex parte communication, but I am putting in the chat what Mr. Kercheval was referencing.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Haddad, anything further?
No, Judge, unless the court wishes to hear from me. I know they have a 2-month-old child. They do not live together. They're not married, although I understand he has legitimated, so they both obviously have rights to the child. And I agree with Ms. Falk in terms of a third party, in terms of any exchange. But other than that, Judge, she technically does not qualify for our services, but for purposes of today, I want to assist them to help out.
Okay, thank you. As such, it will be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. No further contact with Mr. Kercheval. Stay away from his residential location. Third-party transfer of the minor child for visitation. One-day anger awareness. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, except those that are necessary for utilization at her job. Nothing further. Good luck to you, Ms. Bills.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sergeant. Thank you for being here, Mr. Kercheval. You're free to go this morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. So Ms. Tucker is back with us, and I believe that we still have some pleas to take on her cases that are in courtroom 2.
Yeah, we go to position 16, Judge, Mr. Lapsley.
16.
Should be position 25.
Okay. And this is going to be a negotiated plea.
It'll actually be non-negotiated, Your Honor.
Okay.
And which position is this?
Position
25.
Okay.
Jail time, what's not negotiated about it?
No, it's actually a time served offer. Count 3, they're asking for the 12 months probation to be consecutive to count 2. And we were asking, we would like to request that it be concurrent. This is his first DUI case. He, I believe, has 3 cycles. So we were asking that his probation run concurrently.
And do we have, I've got an add-on where I have the recommendation as 60 days credit for time served, 20 days.
Yes, the add-on case, he has already bonded out on that case, and I'll be entering a waiver for further notice.
And Your Honor, to let you know, so this would be non-negotiated as to the entire case because this was a global recommendation.
Oh, I do.
Not a problem, PD Tucker. I'm just preserving the record.
Okay, so given that, so Ms. Falk, will you tell me what the recommendation for the 3 charges on position 25 will be? Just so
Yes,
I
Your
know.
Honor.
Okay.
On the position of open alcohol container, a $200 fine. On count 2, the driving under the influence, 12 months served 30 days. Credit for time served 15 days from September 2nd, 2025 until today. Balance probated, a $300 fine. FVIP, oh, excuse me, the FVIP is on the other case. ADET, DUI risk reduction, a victim impact panel. That will run consecutive to count 1 since count 1 is just a fine only. And count 3, the failure to maintain lane, will be 12 months consecutive with count 2 and a $265 fine. That will be a total of 24 months with 30 days to serve, credit for time served 15 days, $300 fine, ADET, DUI risk reduction, victim impact panel, and $565, excuse me, $865 in fines.
And his history, does he have a history of?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm saying yes, I will pull up his history and go over with it with you, not yes, I am aware that he has a prior DUI. So let me just pull up his history really quickly and just go over that with the court.
And just for the record, Your Honor, it should be a total of $765 in fines. The first count is 200, the second count is 300, and the third count is 265.
It is. This is why was an English major, not a math major. All right. So the defendant has 4 cycles in New York. Those date back, the latest was 2013, where he was sentenced to prison on a robbery in the 2nd degree causing physical injury. He was given 2 years in prison on that charge. On cycle 3, it was a reckless endangerment charge, where he was given 10 days in jail. It looks like that was part of a disorderly conduct and reckless endangerment case. And on cycle 2, it was a resisting arrest. He was given 10 days. That was back in 2007. And then in cycle 1, he was convicted of misdemeanor criminal possession of a controlled substance, 7th degree, where he was given 30 days on that case back in 2007. In the state of Georgia, he has, let's see, it looks like 14 cycles. The most recent is an FTA, October 31st of 2024 out of Fulton County. And that was on that family violence battery that we're attempting to resolve. A January 2023 driving while license suspended. That's out of Gwinnett. I do not have a disposition. A probation violation out of 2019. A 2018 family violence battery and obstruction of an officer. That is out of Gwinnett County, and he received 12 months probation on that case. That was reduced from an aggravated assault, it looks like. And then, let's see. And so the state will be withdrawing our recommendation on the second case, the family violence battery. The defense did indicate they were not wishing to take a plea on that because we are going to attempt to upgrade that to a felony. On the 2015, the probation violation, a 2015 driving while license suspended and obstruction of an officer. He got 12 months probation and 10 days, 12 months probation and 10 days confinement on that case. Another driving while license suspended in 2015, a driving under the influence in 2015, where he pled guilty, received 12 months, 240 hours of community service, and a $2,000 fine, as well as 3 days of confinement. That is right outside the, well, actually, let me take a look at that. That's actually, yes, that is right outside the 10 years, Your Honor. And so that was his last DUI. He also had a possession of a Schedule II criminal attempt to commit a felony in Douglas County, where he got 10 years probation in 2013. So that was the basis for the state asking for a consecutive sentence. It was due to not only his lengthy history here, and he has a history in New York, but also he had a DUI, even though it's right outside the 10 years. This is his second DUI.
Okay. Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Your Honor. As I mentioned to the court, we were asking that the probation run concurrently, as mentioned by the state, which I didn't see it in his history, so I do apologize for misspeaking earlier. This is his second DUI, however, the first was 10 years ago, so we will still be asking for a concurrent sentence.
I'm going to have it run consecutive, but if he completes the terms within the first year successfully, then I'll have the second year go non-reporting. Okay, if he wants to accept that.
Would you like to proceed, Mr. Lampsey?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we can proceed, Your Honor. Thank you.
As such, Mr. Lapsey is, I'm sorry, don't know if I swore you in or not. So let me just do that again. If you'll raise your right hand for me, do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. It's my understanding that in case 25 CR 005240Y, you wish to plead guilty to driving under the influence of alcohol, possession of an open alcohol container, and failure to maintain lane. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as I'll accept your plea, Mr. Lapsey. I will also accept the state's recommendation. However, if you complete the terms within the first year successfully, the second year I will have go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, sir.
Excuse me, nobody has called my name. My last name is Barr, B-A-R-R.
Okay, Mr. Barr, good morning. I'll have someone speak with you regarding you on the DV bench warrant calendar.
Yes,
And
sir.
so we will have someone speak with you prior to speaking with me this morning. Mr. Haddad, are you able to do that for me, or would you like for me to wait for Ms. Tucker?
No, I can handle it, Judge. It might be easier if he can put his number on the chat so I can talk to him instead of a breakout room.
Great. Mr. Barr, can you place your phone number in the chat for me? And Mr. Haddad, who is a public defender, is going to give you a call, okay?
All right, I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Go ahead and do that for me now so that he can speak with you.
Sorry to send.
Okay, very good. Thank you. You should have it, Mr. Haddad. Let's see. Tell me again. I'm sorry. Who do we have?
Position 38, Daughter.
38.
I'm sorry, Judge, before we proceed, I was trying to ask for Mr. Lapsley, and I was doing the bond for the previous case. Nothing changed as far as what was in your announcements, correct? I mean, your recommendations, correct, Ms. Falk?
Oh, no, nothing changed as
Okay.
far as my recommendation.
Okay, so I came in on the tail end, so I just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
But it did not include the FVIP. He's not taking a plea on the add-on case.
Okay, so just the ADET risk reduction and no victim impact panel.
No, there is
no,
still a
and the
victim
victim
impact
impact
panel.
panel.
Just know there was an FVIP wedged in there for whatever reason. Thank you, Judge Morrow, for reminding me of that. So that does not apply.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and so we are back with Mr. Suter. This is going to be a negotiated plea, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you for your patience, Mr. Suter. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Yes, Miss Evans Battle.
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking in this case for count 1, 12 months probation, serve 30 days, credit for time served 11 days, that he be placed back on probation, the FVIP 40 hours of community service, no further violent contact with his mother, Cassandra Culpepper, that he complete a mental health evaluation and treatment, and that he have no firearms in his possession. We're asking that count 2 merge with count 1, as well as count 3 merging with count 1. And I believe his mother, I saw her earlier, is on the line, and we would also ask the court for her to have an opportunity to speak. We're asking that the defense would also stipulate to the venue, identity, and factual basis for the offenses. And Ms.
Okay.
Cole.
Ms. Culpepper, are you with me? I believe that I placed this case on this calendar from my SEA calendar. Ms. Culpepper, are you with me?
This one.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am. Can you come on camera for me?
that's what I'm trying to do now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It's not allowing me. It got my voice up. Okay, there it goes. Okay,
Oh.
here.
All
Yes.
right. So you saw me last week, is that right? You were before.
I sure did.
Okay, and I believe I placed your son early on this calendar. Have you heard the recommendation from the state as far as this matter goes? And is your son is he staying with you?
Yes, correct.
Okay, remind me what we spoke about, ma'am. I know that I know that I had some concerns about your son and you as well.
Yes.
And would you tell me a bit about that?
I need Curtis to get an understanding, as well as I tried to get his Grady Act team here today, but they got classes today to as well Zoom in to get y'all opinion as well. The opinion that we want Curtis to have and understand. So we want, like, his act team as well as me agree upon that Curtis needs to get an understanding that without, long as he's on his medication, because we don't want a reoccurrence of this situation. And that's what they was trying to get him to understand. You know, we understand that Curtis sometimes feel that he may be feeling like he may be feeling well or whatever. And like I said, only time incidents occur like this is when he's off his meds. Long as he on his med, Curtis is fine. Curtis got to understand that without his med, we understand he may be feeling good, but without his meds, he's not able to take on a confrontation if it's brought against him. And that's not even just with me. It's just we don't want him to get hurt in the streets or nothing like that. For him to have an understanding, that's the purpose of his medication. For him to understand that he cannot get triggered so easily as long as he's on his medication. So that's the understanding we want him to have. That is not about because you're feeling well. It's just that you need to get an understanding this to prevent things like this from happening. Just in case a dispute comes to you, you will know how to control it without getting out of control. So that's a lot of the situations that all the situations that we don't basically have. And for him to get an understanding that don't little simple stuff cannot trigger you. So
Was the thank you, Ms. Culpepper. Did you try to get in touch with his team to see if they could be here today?
They want to be here today, but they got classes today at this time. So the one, especially the one that one of his main team members that normally come out, he wasn't able to get away today because they doing classes today. So, and like I say, one of the days, this will be one day Curtis will actually be down there because he go 2 times out of the week, and he was unable to attend because he's incarcerated.
Okay, Ms. Tucker, I requested that the social worker visit with Mr. Suter. Do you know if that transpired?
Do I hear the social worker? Okay.
Good morning. Were you able to talk with Mr. Suter? And I know that I had some concerns at the SEA calendar.
The concerns that you had was in terms of where he was going to stay in terms of his medication, if he's willing to take his medication.
Okay.
Okay, and you had the conversation with him about that?
It was brief. I didn't get much from him.
He's very quiet.
Okay. Do you think it would be, because he's going to be in custody, this isn't a time served plea. Do you think it would be more beneficial for him to speak to his team at Grady before taking this plea so that we could get an understanding so that, maybe he'd be more, that he would be more inclined to speak with them? Would that be helpful?
It can be helpful, Your Honor. They do have access to come to the jail to speak with him before he's released.
Okay. I think what I want to do, Ms. Tucker, Ms. Evans Battle, is that I would like that team to speak with him first, given that this is not a time served plea. Maybe I can put him back on the calendar for next week and we can get the team to speak with him. And we can make sure that I just don't want, I want him to be able to understand and that we all come to some type of understanding as to what he's going to be required to do once he's released.
Your Honor, I definitely understand your request. Although this isn't a time served plea, he would only have 4 more days to serve. So resetting it to next week, he would be held for additional time.
I would rather him be held for additional time than have to come back before me because he violated the order. I want to make sure that he understands. And I set him at the SEA calendar. He was not supposed to be on my calendar until next week. I set him early so that we could have some time to resolve these issues. So he would have been on my calendar next week had I not done that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So because I did not want him sitting. But I do want to make sure that he understands. It seems as though his mother has those same concerns. I don't want to put him back into a situation where he can be back before me. So I do want to do that. So can we get in touch with the team? Make sure. Yes, Ms. Culpepper.
What I'll do is I'll get in touch with them as soon as me hanging up with you guys, because I already spoke them and I'm due to call them after the court decision. So I will get with the team and who are they to see, or either you guys can get with them with too. But I'm always hands-on with them. And I was gonna call Jeremy once I got off the phone, one of his main act teams that come out here vaguely. I was gonna get in touch with Jeremy as soon as I hang up the phone with you guys and let them know, the outcome of the court situation. Because we're all on the same hand.
Can you all coordinate that for me? And I know that Ms. Culpepper is the alleged victim, but she's also the mother in the case. So I'd like for you all to work together in a way so that we can coordinate however that's best going to be facilitated.
I can talk to Ms. Culpepper so we can coordinate the ACT team actually, whether it's coming out to visit with him or at least having a conversation if it even has to take place over the phone for him.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so Ms. Culpepper, so we will be working with you to assure that gets done, and I will see your son back next
Okay,
next
and let
week.
Ms. Pepper know she could get my number from Mr. Curtis by her standing there with him. I seen what it just said for me to
Oh,
send her.
that was me. I was asking for your number so that I can put you in contact with the social worker.
Okay, do you have my number? Or y'all guys can get it from Curtis, or do I need to send it to you?
Well, if he's able to provide the information, that's fine.
Yeah, he have my number. He knows it by heart. He knows all that information.
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to make sure we can get in contact with you. Thank you.
Yes, you're sure welcome. My phone is open all day.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you for being here today, Ms. Culpepper. I look forward to seeing you next week.
Once again, thank you, and I hope not to have to see you again.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, sweetheart.
All right.
You have a nice
Thank you.
one. Bye-bye.
Okay, so do we have any other pleas that we need to take? So we're resetting Mr. Suter till next week's SAP calendar.
And Billy Lowe is gonna be a behavior reset.
And which one is that?
Billy Lowe, I think that's
Mr. Lowe.
position. Mhm.
28 and 29. Okay, so is Mr. Murphy still with me, or was he gonna handle this?
He was, Your Honor. I did send him the recommendation on that case.
Okay. I'm just wondering, should I reset it until next week, or should I wait till Miss McLeod is back in town? Was it a time served plea? I take it, Miss Falk.
Let me just double check. I believe it was, but yes. Yes, it was.
Okay, so let's reset it for next week, and Ms. Strong, let's see if Mr. Murphy can still handle it next week for us if he's before us.
This is Mr. Lowe.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let me just go ahead and do the DV bench warrant calendar so that we can, and then we'll go over all of today's calendars. So, Mr. Cruz was with me first. Are we ready to proceed on that, Ms. Tucker?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good morning again, Mr. Cruz. This is the DV bench warrant calendar. Ms. Falk, I take it that he missed a court date.
Yes, Your Honor. Just give me a moment. I was just inputting the last announcement on Mr. Lowe's case. So let me just switch to the DV bench warrant calendar.
I have a recommendation on that particular case, but
I'm not sure if he is accepting the recommendation at this time, but Miss Evans Battle, if you could be so kind as to let the court know when the last court date he missed was.
I have a court date of September 4th, 2025. Also, I haven't received a recommendation in this matter. If you all would like to send that over to me.
Yes, we can.
Thank you.
yes, we have the last court that date that we have in this particular case was there was an arraignment on September the 4th, and he failed to appear 2025.
And that would have been in front of which judge?
Judge Richardson.
Okay. Tucker?
Yes.
And Ms. Tucker, this case would involve additional jail time. I am putting the rec in the chat.
We're requesting that the bench warrant be set aside. Mr. Cruz maintains that he did not receive notice of the court date in the mail. He's been checking in with pretrial services as required as a condition of his bond, and he would also inquire about the court date when he met with them as well. And every time he checked, it would be that there was no court date. And then the day after court, when he was speaking with pretrial services, they told him, "Oh, you had court yesterday." So prior to that, he had been checking almost weekly for a court date, and he was not notified of it. So we are asking that this bench warrant be set aside.
Where was the notice sent?
I'm sorry, did you say?
Where? I want to make sure that what type of problem it is, if it's a
So
issue
I
with.
did verify the address with him. He says that the address is correct. He maintains that he has been adamant with checking the mail, but he never received the letter even after the court date. He still to this date has not received the letter, according to him. But the address I have is 4332 Denise Drive, Decatur, Georgia 30035.
That's where the notice was sent,
Yes, Your Honor.
and that's your address, Mr. Cruz?
Yes, Your Honor.
And there's no apartment number or anything on it? It's a residence?
Yes, sir. It's a home. Yes, sir.
Okay, it's my practice that if you miss court the first time, that I set aside the bench warrant, so I'll do that in your case as well. I do appreciate that you've been checking in with pretrial, but you'll also need to check in with the clerk's office to make sure that you don't miss another court date, okay? Because if you do, that won't be set aside the next time. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I accept full responsibility on that because I was calling before I was assigned to pretrial. And I asked pretrial, do I still need to continue to do that? And they told me I didn't. So I do accept full responsibility by not, because I should have kept on calling. Like my gut told me to just keep calling, and I left it up to her to tell me. And they told me the day after.
Yes, it is your responsibility to make sure. And I appreciate that you've accepted responsibility. Yes, sir. So this will be set aside. So, but continue to call if you don't receive it. If you
Can I get that number to the clerk's office to keep calling? Because I haven't been calling because like I said.
Strong, will you just put that in the chat for me? Okay, it's in the chat, sir. Okay. Once you get that, you're free to go this morning.
Thank you.
Mr. Barr, are you with me?
Yes, sir. I'm still here.
Okay. Can you come on camera for me?
I believe it's okay. Actually, to start. Yeah, the host had me blocked. Let me start. Here it is.
All right.
I apologize, just to directly state that hearsay, he was already arrested, and this bench warrant has been cleared by arrest. He was arrested July 25th of this year, and posted new bond for a court date that he apparently missed in June.
And not to interrupt, I was also arrested of October of 2024 last year as well on the same bench warrant.
Let's hold off on that, Mr. Barr. Let me do it.
Your Honor, I do see a proof of incarceration that was provided on September 8th. A bench warrant, actually, it looks like a bench warrant was issued back in September of 2023 by Your Honor. This was an ORCA case. And let me just, that was the last bench warrant that was issued. And PD Haddad is correct. He was arrested on that bench warrant July 25th of 2025 and released July 28th of 2025 on a $2,000 surety bond. He was released to a foreign county hold.
That was Bartow.
I wasn't sure where the foreign county hold was to, but yeah. And yeah, that's on 21 CR 000969C. And that was it was a bench warrant issued by Judge Dixon on July 25th of 2025. So that appears to have been his last bench warrant. I'm not seeing any other bench warrants for this defendant, but I will defer to Ms. Strong to see if she sees anything that I'm missing.
No, ma'am, I don't. I was looking.
Okay, great. So it looks like this may have just been put on in error, but if we can confirm the defendant did provide his new address, so if we can confirm that address before he gets off this Zoom and make sure that that is the address where he will be receiving further notice. The address that we have that he provided was 130 Watkins Glen Drive in McDonough, Georgia, 30252.
Yeah, so that's my parents' address. That's the address that's been on my license since I got my driver's permit. I'm 29 now, so it's been on my license for the last. When I got locked up, that's the address that was on my license currently at that time.
Where do you want the notice for your next hearing date to go, Mr. Barr?
So I gave it to the gentleman that called me. I wanted to go
Okay,
to.
so that's fine. So you have that, Mr. Dodd?
I do, Judge, and I'll go ahead and put it in the chat line right now, Judge.
Okay, put it in the chat, and I want you to confirm it when it's in the chat.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your
Mr.
Honor,
Barr.
because the address I just gave was the address he provided literally 8 days ago. So I'm a little concerned that our address has already changed.
No, so the address that I provided, once again, I put the address not realizing that this is going to be sent or mailed to my new address. That is my parents' address. Both of my parents, they still live there. I grew up in that house. It's a house out there in Henry County. I most definitely would get the notification. I just have to tell them to be on the lookout for that because they have their own lives. They're not looking for that type of stuff in the mail. That's
Okay.
all.
So, Mr. Barr, whatever
Yes, sir.
address you're providing us with today will be the address that you're going to get this notice for your next hearing date, okay? So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So I just want to make sure. Okay, look in the chat and tell me if that's correct.
Yes, sir. That is definitely correct.
So your notice will come to that address. All right, so if there's nothing further for Mr. Barr this morning.
I have one further question, Your Honor. I'm trying to see what this case is about because I believe this case originated as a.
Okay, hold on, Mr. Barr. You have a right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you. I'm not sure if you qualify for the assistance of a public defender, but if you do, once you get your court date, they will speak with you about it. If you want to go ahead and see if you qualify beforehand, I'll just direct you to the public defender's office so that you can get representation. Okay, so if you want to, Mr. Haddad,
I'd advise him to apply for our service to see if he qualifies. And he started asking me questions. I mean, it's an old case from 2021. This is not the right time to delve into that.
Okay.
I think it started out in a municipal court setting.
right, so apply for the PD services, sir. If you qualify, they'll represent you and can start getting your case in order. If you don't qualify and you want to hire a private attorney, I would go ahead and do that as soon as possible if I were you. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
Do the same.
And Your Honor, after we go over the calendar, there is one issue that we need to address. PD Haddad, Ricky Williams. It's an email that Mr. Jordan sent you and I and about the recommendation and how it got a little cattywampus. And so if you can, I can re-forward you that email, but we would like to address it today.
That's fine. I'll pull it up. I've seen so many emails dealing with this.
I am sure that's why I offered to resend it and like pop it up to the top.
I'll look at it right now.
Was it also sent to me, Ms. Falk, or not?
You know what? I'm not
know if
sure.
I
I believe
have-
it may have been, but I'll forward it to you as well.
Okay.
And am I free to go, Judge?
Yes, sir. You have a good day.
All right, you too.
Thank you. Ms. Strong, whenever you're ready for us.
Positions number 1 and 2 were released. Position number 3 was a plea. 4 is reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar, the 23rd, as well as positions 5 and 6 are reset for next Tuesday. 7 waived arraignment. 8 was transferred to Superior Court. 9 was given a $5,000 good bond with a no further contact and a stay away. 10 was a waived arraignment. 11 and 12 and 13. 14 were a plea. 15 was released. 16 was a plea. 17 and 18, 19, 20, and 21, and 22 waived arraignment. 23 was a plea. 24 was non-pros. 25 was a plea. 26 was released, as well as position 27 was released. 28 is reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar, along with position number 29. 30 was a plea. 31 is reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. 32, 33, 34, and 35 are all pleas. 36 was released. 37 was non-pros. 38 is being reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. 39 waived arraignment. 40 waived arraignment. 41 and 42, 43 and 44 are being reset to next Thursday's competency calendar, the 25th.
Your Honor,
45.
I'm sorry, Ms. Strong. And that's fine to reset it. I don't expect to evaluate. I mean, I submitted an evaluation. I would ask to reset it for the 2nd of October.
Okay, no problem.
I'll leave it to Ms. Falk. I mean, if it's okay, I think it would make more sense to just reset it to the 2nd.
That's a Thursday, correct, Mr. Haddad?
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so 41 and 42 are being reset to October the 2nd competency calendar. 1 second. Okay. So 41 through 44 reset for October the 2nd. 45 was a plea. 46, 47, 48, and 49 were a plea. And on the add-on calendar, that case was non-pros as well. In the DB bench warrant calendar, both bench warrants were set aside. Well, the first one made a new bond, and the second one, the bench warrant was set aside. Any questions?
And PD Haddad and Judge Morrow, I did send that email just kind of laying out what's going on with the Ricky Williams, his 2 cases. So long story short, because it is a little confusing, it appears that one of his cases, he was arrested on essentially a duplicate case was created. And that was the case, he had already pled to it previously. That was the case that we actually gave him the jail time on his plea. So that case actually needs to be null-prossed because it is a repeat. It was from Cybergeddon. Unfortunately, it got lost. And then the new case that we need to put all of the sentence recommendation on is the 25 CR 005072A case. And that will kind of clear things up. He's already in the jail serving the remainder of the time on that case, but by modifying the sentences, that will actually clean up everything from the kind of the blip that Cybergeddon caused by creating duplicate cases on him. Does that make sense?
It does, as far as this is concerned.
Okay.
It took me 10 minutes to figure this out in an email, PD Haddad, so I tried to condense it as quickly as possible. I did lay out the recommendation, and I had to adjust the jail time because he had not actually served, because of the blip, the jail time was wrong. So I had to adjust it down, not up, down, so that he would still serve the same number of days that the jail is going to give him.
And who's going to get that paperwork to me?
Mr. Jordan will give the paperwork to Your Honor. We just wanted to lay everything out before we sent it so there was no confusion. I will handle the null pros. We also just needed PD Haddad to consent, and we hadn't received that yet. So we just decided to do this all at once today and cover everything.
Okay. And you're consenting, is that correct, Mr. Haddad?
I am, Judge. I mean, this has been an ongoing, confusing issue. And Ms. Falk is on top of it. It sounds like that's the best resolution. And that's really the only way to fix the issue, Judge.
Okay, so as soon as I get the paperwork, I'll get it signed and back.
Thank
All
you.
right. Anything further this morning or this afternoon now? Anything further?
No, Judge.
If not, I will see you all next week. Have a good rest of your week. Thank you all.
Have a good week.
Just letting everybody know, I will be out until I'm starting my leave tomorrow, my annual leave, and I will be out until October the 14th, which is that Tuesday. I have sent emails to everyone advising them of who will be covering me during that time. So I just do ask everyone pack their patience and try to help DC Rhodes as he, navigates this as best as you can. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Enjoy your time off.
Thank you.